God says, "Everyone who ignores this divine instruction will face separation from my light, and those who receive my word in faith shall witness 9,100 million flow into their lives tonight, not as a promise of earthly gain alone but as a symbol of my overwhelming abundance and unmatched power to bless." Right now, I call your heart to attention. Do not take this lightly. What you do next could change everything. It could be the moment that heaven pours itself into your life like never before. If you feel this message reaching deep into you, comment "Amen" right now to declare you are receiving it in faith. This is not about fear. This is about awakening. This is about recognizing that God has called you out of the darkness, into His marvelous light, and He's telling you now is the time. No delay. No second guessing. The window of heaven is swinging open, and the only thing standing between you and the release of God's overflow is hesitation. Do not let hesitation cost you your breakthrough. If your heart is open even a little, I ask you with love and urgency, like this video, to seal this word into your life as a step of agreement, just one act of faith that tells heaven you believe. God's mercy is stretching wide, His voice is loud in this moment, and His Spirit is stirring something so deep that your life will not look the same after this night. God has seen your tears, He's counted the sleepless nights, and He's heard your whispered prayers when no one else was listening. You are not invisible to Him. You are not forgotten. You are not passed over. You are chosen, you are loved, and you are about to see the hand of God move in a way that silences every doubt you ever had. There is something sacred about this moment. It is not by accident that you are hearing this right now. God's timing is never random. He knew you would hear this word on this day, at this hour, because His divine appointment was written for you long before you ever took your first breath. The heavens are declaring a shift, and you are part of that shift. You are not just walking into a blessing. You are walking into a prophetic fulfillment. Comment 11:11 if you feel the heavens are open over your life. Let your spirit agree with the release coming your way. There is something being unlocked in the spiritual realm right now. It is as if the chains that held you for years have suddenly lost their power. What held you back is being broken. What drained your joy is being silenced. What tried to bury your hope is being crushed under the weight of God's glory. The voices of failure, fear, shame, and lack are trembling now because the voice of God is louder than every lie. He says, "I am sending a divine release into your bank, into your house, into your family, into your body, into your mind, and into your future." What was dry will overflow. What was empty will fill. What was lost will be returned. You are not begging for scraps. You are seated at the table of the King, and the King does not run out of provision. You may have walked through some deep valleys. You may have questioned why doors closed, why people left, why nothing seemed to move for so long. But now you are standing at the edge of divine reversal. What the enemy meant to use against you, God is turning for your good. You are not being punished. You are being positioned. Everything that felt like a delay was actually preparation for this very release. Heaven is assigning angels right now to move on your behalf. That bank account that looked too empty for too long is about to overflow with more than what you lost. Not just the amount, but the peace, the healing, the confidence, the joy, and the purpose that got buried under the weight of the waiting. It is all coming back. And it is coming back multiplied. Comment 222 if you trust that this is your appointed time for restoration. God says, do not let the enemy convince you that this is just another emotional word with no power behind it. My word never returns void. When I speak, it creates. When I declare, it manifests. When I call you blessed, hell cannot reverse it. What I have placed over your life is sealed in the blood of my Son, and there is no system, no person, no principality that can stop my will for you. I need you to understand that what is about to happen is not a coincidence. It's not just a random deposit. It is the evidence of my glory showing up for those who remain faithful, those who refuse to give up, those who keep walking even when the road is hard, those who keep praising even when their hearts are broken. You are that person. You are the one I have seen in the shadows still lifting your eyes toward me. That faith, that surrender, that hunger is what moves heaven. The amount is not the miracle. The presence of God in your life is the real miracle. The peace you will feel tonight as you sleep, knowing that everything is shifting, that is the miracle. The divine protection over your household, over your children, over your finances, that is the miracle. The enemies that fall at your side while you remain untouched, that is the miracle. The doors that open not by your might, but by my Spirit, that is the miracle. And I say to you now, I am sending answers that you forgot you even prayed for. I am restoring what was stolen in secret. I am replacing what the enemy tore from your hands. I am lighting up your path again with clarity and courage. The confusion is lifting. The heaviness is breaking. The cloud is moving. And my fire is leading the way. What if everything blocking your financial breakthrough could be undone with a single 9-word phrase? That's exactly what thousands are discovering as they speak this powerful prayer each morning. Backed by research and verified results, it's helping ordinary people step into unexpected abundance. No struggle. No hustle. Just words, with real impact. Click the link in the description and comments before this life-changing secret is deleted. You are not going backward. You are not stuck. You are not too late. You are right where I need you to be, and what is coming is beyond anything you imagined. Stay in my presence. Stay in my word. Stay close to the Spirit. And you will not miss a thing I have prepared for you. Not one blessing will be delayed. Not one breakthrough will be held back. Not one promise will be stolen. This is a divine transaction. It is sealed in the unseen and will be visible in the seen. Heaven has approved the release. Now your faith must align with my word. Speak it. Declare it. Believe it. Expect it. Because I am not just able. I am willing. I am not just watching. I am working. I am not just hearing. I am answering. Let this word take root in you. Let it stir something so deep that you never go back to thinking the way you used to. Let it wake up the sleeping giant inside you. Let it remind you that you are anointed for more, built for breakthrough, and covered by the Most High God. What looked like loss was actually alignment, and what seemed like failure was really divine strategy. I have not abandoned you. I have not changed my mind about you. And I have not forgotten the things I whispered over your life when you were all alone and afraid. If you receive this in your spirit, comment 555 to agree with the power moving in your life right now. I am not a God who teases or tests with no intention to bless. I am a God of fulfillment, of holy recompense, of supernatural provision and unstoppable grace. You have been crushed, but not broken. You have been pressed, but not destroyed. You have stood in the fire, and now you will come out shining like gold. Because this moment is not just a breakthrough, it is a resurrection. Everything you thought was over is being brought back to life by the breath of my Spirit. I have seen the battle you never told anyone about. I have heard the cries that never made it past your lips. And I have felt the weight of what you carried when you smiled anyway and said you were fine. But I know. I always knew. I know how hard it was to stay faithful. I know how much you lost trying to keep your heart clean. I know the pain you swallowed to protect your peace. And now, I'm telling you, you will be repaid in ways that only I can do. There are blessings coming to you that will not make sense to others. They will wonder how it happened. They will try to understand the favor on your life. But they won't be able to explain it, because it won't come from people. It won't come from effort. It won't come from logic. It will come straight from my throne, signed with my name, wrapped in my glory, and delivered to you because you kept going when giving up was easier. Comment 1212 to stand on this word with full faith and full surrender. There is a turning point happening in the Spirit right now. This is not just another day. This is a shift. This is a holy interruption. This is the day when the divine hand of the Almighty moves to realign everything in your life to match heaven's design. No more delay. No more drought. No more barely getting by in your spirit, your mind, or your body. You are stepping into a flood of favor, a river of healing, a storm of provision that will touch every area of your life. Do not believe the lie that it's too late for you. Do not believe the lie that you missed your chance. Do not believe the lie that your best days are behind you. That is the voice of the enemy trying to bury your hope. But my word is louder. And my word says I make all things new. I restore what was lost. I give beauty for ashes. I bring rivers in the desert and make a way where there was no way. You are not too broken for me to bless. You are not too late for me to use. You are not too flawed for me to favor. You are exactly where I can show my power, because where you end, I begin. Where your strength fails, my strength flows. Where your efforts fall short, my grace abounds. I did not choose you because you were perfect. I chose you because you were willing, because you kept seeking, because your heart still longs for me even when your life feels dry. There are divine deposits being made tonight. Not only into your bank account, but into your future, your relationships, your purpose, your calling. What is being deposited cannot be measured by numbers alone. I am depositing peace that no storm can shake. I am depositing wisdom that cannot be bought. I am depositing strength that will carry you through every mountain and every valley. You will lack nothing, because I am your shepherd. Comment 777 if you know you are walking in supernatural protection tonight. You may feel like you don't have much left to offer, but I can do more with your little than the world can do with a lot. I see your heart, not your bank balance. I see your faith, not your fear. I see your obedience, not your status. And I will honor it. I will bless it. I will multiply it in ways you never saw coming. A declassified government document quietly revealed a 9-word phrase that's helping people unlock true financial freedom. It's not hype, it's backed by neuroscience and proven in real lives. From debt relief to unexpected paychecks, the stories are everywhere. But because of its origins, this information may not stay public for long. Click the link in the description and comments now, before the page disappears. Tonight, as you lay down to rest, I am dispatching angels to stand at your door. I am commanding peace to enter your home. I am whispering clarity into your dreams. I am healing wounds that medicine could not touch. I am repairing damage done by years of trauma and betrayal. I am lifting the burden from your shoulders and placing it into my hands. The night may feel long, but morning is coming with joy. The wait may feel hard, but the reward will be holy. I am not done. I am not finished. I am still working, still moving, still shifting things in your favor. Do not give up before the promise arrives. Do not walk away when you're this close to everything changing. I know it's been hard. I know there were days you didn't think you could survive. I know there were moments when you wanted to shut down completely. But you didn't. And that's why heaven is responding to your faith. The kind of faith that still believes, even when it doesn't make sense. That's the kind of faith that moves me. This is your appointed hour. You are not reading this by chance. The wind of my spirit is blowing through your life, and it is carrying away every weight, every fear, every curse, every lie, and replacing it with the blessing of my presence. My spirit will go before you. My hand will carry you. My angels will protect you. And my favor will overtake you. You are not carrying shame, you are carrying purpose. And I am about to show you why every tear, every loss, every lonely night had meaning far beyond what you could see. If your heart agrees with this word, comment 999 right now to stand in faith for what God is unlocking. You were born with destiny wrapped around your soul. You were not placed on this earth to wander, to struggle endlessly, to wonder if you matter. You were born chosen. You were born with my fingerprints on your life. Every breath you take is marked by heaven. Every step you make, I am ordering it. Even when you felt lost, I was guiding you. Even when you had no words to pray, I was interpreting your silence. I never left you. I never looked away. And I never stopped believing in who I made you to be. The world looked at you and saw a problem. I looked at you and saw a promise. The world saw your scars. I saw your surrender. The world saw what you lacked. I saw what I placed inside of you. My child, you have carried so much for so long, and yet you are still standing. That alone is a miracle. That alone is proof that my hand is upon you. That alone is a reason for celebration in heaven. Comment 10:10 if you believe God's hand has kept you through every unseen battle. You are about to enter into a season that looks nothing like the pain that built you. The years you spent wondering when your time would come have not been wasted. I have been preparing something that takes longer than you expected because it will be bigger than you imagined. What is about to happen in your life will not only bless you, it will bless everyone connected to you. The oil I am pouring out will not run dry. The table I am setting will overflow. The windows I am opening cannot be shut by anyone on earth. I am the God who sees. I see your heart. I see your faith. I see your struggle. And I see the moments you smiled through tears, praised me through heartbreak, kept serving when you felt broken. That does not go unnoticed in heaven. That kind of worship moves mountains. That kind of faith opens impossible doors. That kind of obedience invites supernatural reward. Do not listen to the voice that tells you nothing is changing. That voice lies. Everything is changing. Even now, while you read these words, I am shifting things in your favor. I am softening hearts that were cold toward you. I am moving finances into the right place. I am healing cells in your body. I am restoring things in your family line that were broken for generations. You are the one I chose to break the cycle. You are the one I called to carry the mantle. You are the one that darkness tried hardest to stop, because the light in you is too powerful to ignore. And you will not walk alone. I am surrounding you with people who see your value, not your wounds. I am sending relationships that lift, not drain. I am removing every attachment that delays your destiny. You will not have to beg for peace, for love, for support, for clarity. I will make sure everything you need finds you without the confusion, without the striving, without the constant questioning. Because when I bless, it comes with peace. When I open a door, it does not come with torment. When I release my favor, you won't have to fight to keep it. Comment 15:15 if you believe that God is restoring what no one else could fix. You are walking into a time where things will begin to happen so quickly, your head will spin. Not chaos, but blessing. Not pressure, but purpose. What took others years to achieve, you will step into suddenly because of my grace. You are about to reap where you did not sow, not because you skipped the process, but because you survived it. This is what my favor looks like. It is not always loud, but it is always undeniable. Everything you thought you knew about money might be wrong. A 9-word prayer, buried in a leaked FBI file, is now changing lives overnight. Thousands of people are repeating it once a day and seeing wealth appear without effort. Neuroscientists believe it activates a part of the brain that's been linked to abundance for millions of years. This could be the breakthrough you've been waiting for, but the page could be taken down at any time. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears forever. Even now, I see angels moving across timelines, adjusting things that once seemed delayed beyond repair. There are things being released that had been held up. You did not miss your moment. It is arriving now. You did not lose the promise. It was preserved for the right time. And this is that time. This is the moment when heaven kisses earth and things start to fall into place in ways you could never have orchestrated on your own. The enemy wanted you silent. He wanted you bitter. He wanted you cold. But you are still open. You are still hopeful. You are still reaching for me. And because of that, you are walking into the kind of breakthrough that will not just change your life, but change the lives of those who doubted you, who counted you out, who never thought anything good could come from your struggle. This is not your downfall. This is your rising. This is not the end of the story. This is the chapter where glory enters. And it will not be subtle. I will bless you in front of those who tried to bury you. I will elevate you in spaces where you were once ignored. I will highlight you in places that once rejected you. And it will not be your charm, your effort, or your connections. It will be my hand, unmistakable and mighty, placing you exactly where you were always meant to be. You will not have to chase opportunities. You will not have to force open doors. You will not have to fight for your worth to be seen. I will send the right people. I will create the right spaces. I will speak your name in rooms you've never walked into. And I will do it all, not because you earned it, but because I love you, because I called you, because you are mine. You are entering the season of fulfillment. The season where my promises stop being hope and start being harvest. You are entering the season where tears become testimonies and pain becomes power. I am not just fixing what broke. I am rebuilding it better. I am not just healing you. I am equipping you. I am not just restoring you. I am launching you. Everything I declared over your life is now beginning to take shape, not because you were perfect, but because you kept going, because you kept holding on, because your faith refused to quit even when your heart was tired. If this word stirs something deep in you, comment 1717 right now to agree with what God is unfolding. I watched you when no one else was watching. I saw the nights when you couldn't sleep because of the fear, the confusion, the silence. I stood beside you when you had to pretend you were okay. I held your spirit together when everything around you was trying to break you down. You are not weak for feeling pain. You are strong for still being here. You are not lost. You are being led, even when the path looks unclear. You didn't miss your moment. You didn't lose your way. You didn't fall too far for me to reach. You are exactly where I knew you'd be, in this very hour, in this very season, standing on the edge of something so holy, so weighty, so undeniably my doing that even your enemies will have to admit it was God. Comment Amen if you receive this word and believe God is speaking directly to you. I am bringing things together that you didn't even know were scattered. I am repairing broken timelines. I am mending spiritual wounds. I am reaching into generational pain and pulling out healing that will last for the rest of your life. The things that tried to haunt you will have no voice in this next chapter. The trauma that tried to follow you will not find space in what I'm building. The curse that tried to destroy you has been broken, not by your might, but by my mercy.